In a time long past, the world was a mosaic of small kingdoms, each ruled by proud and fierce kings. In the land of Shinar, Amraphel sat on the throne, a man of great ambitions and relentless desires. To his east, and Ellasar was the dominion of Arioch, known for his wisdom and patience. Chedorlaomer of Elam was a master strategist, a king of great intellect, while Tidal led a coalition of various tribes, each with its unique strengths and customs. These four kings, powerful and unyielding, turned their eyes to the prosperous lands governed by the kings of Sodom, Gomorrah, Admah, Zeboiim, and Bela. The valley of Siddim, rich with resources and blessed with the beauty of the salt sea, became a point of contention, a land caught in the crossfire of ambitions and desires. 12 long years of servitude under Chedorlaomer had brewed resentment and a fervent desire for freedom in the hearts of the oppressed. As the 13th year dawned, a spirit of rebellion ignited the five kings, a flame that burned brighter with each passing day. They refused to bow down any longer. Rising in defiance against the oppressive reign of Chedorlaomer and his allies, the time had come for them to reclaim their freedom, their lands, and their honor. The 14th year brought war. Chedorlaomer rallied his allies, the seasoned warriors of Ellasar, Shinar, and the tribal forces of Tidal. A campaign of conquest began, a path of destruction that saw villages burnt and innocents slaughtered. It was a time of chaos, where the earth drank deeply of the blood spilled in hatred and greed. The very air seemed to carry screams of despair as the forces of Chedorlaomer laid waste to the lands of the Rephaim, the Zeboiim, and the Horites, a relentless march of death and desolation. But in the face of darkness, hope ignited. The kings of the oppressed lands united. A coalition formed from desperation and the burning desire for freedom. The valley of Siddim became the stage for a monumental clash where 9 kings waged war, the ground trembling under the force of their armies, the sky darkened by the arrows that blotted out the sun. In the midst of the battlefield, the kings of Sodom and Gomorrah found themselves entrapped, the land betraying them with pits of asphalt that swallowed men and horses alike. Yet even in defeat, the spirit of resistance remained undying, a beacon of light in the darkness of war. As news of the war reached Abram, a man of faith and the servant of the Most High God, his heart filled with determination. His nephew Lot had been captured, and the time had come for him to rise. Abram was a beacon of hope, a man whose faith guided him in the face of insurmountable odds. With a force of 318 trained men, born and raised under his guidance, he pursued the forces of Chedorlaomer, a relentless hunt that led him to the gates of Dan. Under the cover of darkness, Abram and his men launched a surprise attack, a maelstrom of violence under the silent witness of the moon. Through strategy and the blessing of God, Abram prevailed, a victory that saw the return of the captured, including his dear nephew Lot, and the spoils of war reclaimed. As Abram returned victorious, the king of Sodom came to meet him, a meeting of 2 powerful men in the valley of Shaveh. Yet, the true highlight was the arrival of Melchizedek, the king of Salem, a man of God who brought forth bread and wine, blessings and words of praise for Abram, a recognition of his valor and his faith. Yet Abram, a man of unparalleled integrity and deep faith, refused the riches offered by the king of Sodom. His oath to God was unyielding, a pledge of honor that saw him reject all but the most essential, a gesture that spoke of a man guided not by greed, but by the unwavering path of righteousness, a servant of God who walked with a heart pure and a spirit unyielding. Thus, in a time of war and darkness, a beacon of light shone bright, a tale of courage, faith, and a divine hand guiding the destiny of men, a story of Abram, a servant of God, a man of unwavering faith and boundless courage, a true hero in the eyes of God and men.